Mama wove palmetto leaves into roses for us to wear at the funeral. She tried to show me how to do it, bend and twist and pull the long, flat leaves into the spiral flower shape, but my fingers were too clumsy, and I couldn't get the leaves to do what I wanted. She had to take mine away and weave the rose herself. Then she pinned it onto the front of my dress like a piece of jewelry. Mama was in her best Sunday outfit, a black short-sleeved dress, white gloves, and black patent leather heels. A wide-brimmed hat covered her black hair, which she had pressed straight with a hot comb off the stove that morning. She was patting the tears off her smooth brown cheeks with a starched white handkerchief. Doc, however, wasn't doing any of that. He just held his good hat in his hand and let the tears run down his face and into his bushy salt and pepper beard. I couldn't cry. I felt so much hurt inside, but it wouldn't come out. Like the time I fell out of the big live oak tree near our house and couldn't breathe. Mama said I just had the wind knocked out of me, and I would feel better soon. I hoped I'd feel better soon about losing Gran. Emptiness opened up in my heart, and I wondered if it would ever be full again. Her stories of Brer Rabbit's tricks on the other animals always made me laugh. She even told good scary stories about haints and spirits, creatures that she said roamed around the South Carolina marshes where we lived. Some of those creatures used to be people. Others were things that no one understood, but everyone knew to stay away from. I loved her stories about boo hags best. They were night creatures with blue skin that they could remove before slipping under doors and through keyholes. When I trembled, she would hug me tight and tell me she would always keep me safe from them. I hugged her back and told her that I knew they were only stories and not really real. After the pastor finally finished talking, the pallbearers lowered the wooden coffin with my gran in it into the huge rectangle in the ground. Each one of the family members in turn threw a handful of dirt into the grave after saying goodbye. First Doc, then Mama, then Jay. "Your turn, Jezebel," Mama whispered, smoothing her hand over and down one of my pigtails. In the heat of the late summer, the scent of her bergamot hair pomade was like sweet, sun-hot oranges. I walked up to the great big hole in the earth and looked inside. Sunlight reflected off the polished wood, almost blinding me. It wasn't only a hole. It was Gran's final resting place. The place I would have to come back to if I wanted to visit her. In the pocket of my good Sunday dress, the black and gray striped cotton one, I felt for the doll Gran gave me and squeezed it. She'd made it out of crocus, a gunny sack fabric, and used scraps of bright cloth to make a dress and head wrap for her. Then, just before she died, she breathed into the doll and pressed it into my hand. She was too tired to do any more than that before she fell back on the bed. Later, Doc told me that Gran's breathing into the doll gave it some of her spirit, and it would be a way she could be with me, even after she was gone. I named the doll Dinah. Everyone was waiting for me now, so I crouched down and grabbed a big handful of dirt and sprinkled it onto the coffin. The dirt hidden the box sounded like heavy raindrops falling on the roof of our house. It sounded like an ending. "Goodbye, Gran," I whispered, sobs clogging my throat. "I miss you already." Only then did I finally cry, tears hotter than the air.